पब्लिक व्हाट अप, खोलो ना भाई अपना वीडियो सब लोग। ओहो ग्रीशा, व्हाट अ ग्लो मैन, व्हाट्स दिस न्यू कैमरा मैन। ओ ग्रीशा ने इमीडिएट में कैमरा एंगल हटा दिया, लाइक कोई अप्रिशिएट करता वो पसंद नहीं है। ओ माय गॉड, हाउ कैन वन से समथिंग नाइस अबाउट मी। वीक अच्छा गया, खुश हो सब लोग? कोई परेशान कर रहा तुम लोगों को? नहीं कर रहा। बट ग्रीशा मेरे को समझा नहीं, तूने पहले कैमरा एंगल अपने चेहरे पे रखा था, फिर मैं देखो ऐसा अप्रिशिएट किया तो तू अपना चेहरा ऐसा ऊपर ले लिया डायरेक्टली, मतलब क्यों? What angle is like? This is my mom's angle, man. This is how my mom attends lectures. Niharika, did you find the lower jawline? You have been looking for it for almost 2-3 lectures now. बच्चा मिला तेरे को? तेरे फेस का जो लोअर हाफ था वो घूम गया था, वो अभी है, मिल गया? Oh, okay. I thought you didn't find it. Zia Jain, you send me a chat, but then you don't come from another device. Where are you, man? Acha, can I please switch off my video just for today? Acha, but Q. Zia.
Yes, sir. So I'm traveling. That's why.
You're traveling and you're attending my lecture?
Yes.
Currently, at this moment, on what vehicle are you? Are you in a car or are you in a train?
Train.
तो क्या है बच्चा, तू लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल में? बात नहीं कर रही हो मेरे साथ? लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल में है? यस तो एंजॉय करना बच्चा। तेरे कंपार्टमेंट में लोग पत्ते पत्ते खेल रहे हैं, ठेपला खा रहे हैं, और तू यहाँ बैठ के लेक्चर अटेंड कर रही है। फिर वो बाजू वाला अंकल पूछेंगे कौन है ये जल्लाद सर जो ऐसे ट्रैवल के वक्त भी बच्चों से लेक्चर्स करवाता है। अरे नेक्स्ट लेक्चर बैठ तू किसी और के साथ, तू अभी के लिए जा घर पे।
No, sir, I'm fine.
No, I am not fine. When you are traveling, travel, make the most of it. Observe things around you. Unless there's a creepy uncle sitting next to you and you want to be like distracted and you want to use my lecture as an excuse to get away. Is there a guy trying to hit on you right now?
No.
No, तो क्या है? तो एंजॉय करना बच्चा ट्रेन जर्नी अपना। मैं सच्ची बोल रहा हूँ, ये टेस्ट नहीं है। तू घर जा, मैं तेरे को बात में कवर अप कराऊंगा, मेरी जिम्मेदारी।
Sir, I don't know if I would be able to attend tomorrow's lecture, so I can attend.
I will ensure that you cover up what you're missing, बच्चा। मैं जिम्मेदारी ले रहा हूँ, बोल रहा हूँ तो तेरे को। तू ट्रेन में एंजॉय कर प्लीज। तू मेरे को बाद में हिसाब दे तूने क्या क्या ऑब्जर्व किया। विंडो के बाहर देख, अंधेरा होने वाला है जल्दी से। किधर जा रही है पहले ये बोल।
Sir, village.
10th में आने के बाद ऐसे लिखोगे डिस्क्रिप्टिव एसेज। डिस्क्राइब योर ट्रेन जर्नी। आई वाज गोइंग टू विलेज। विलेज, अबे कौन सा विलेज? कार्टून।
घर का like Kosala.
I don't understand a word of it. Go home, Zia. Others, remove page number 113. 113 जल्दी से।
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, Zia. Enjoy, travel safe. दूसरों पे खासना मत। You guys want to say hi to Star? Star is attending the lecture with me today. He's been attending all my lectures. इसको Merchant of Venice तुम लोग से ज्यादा आता है अभी तक। उसने 9th का भी सीख लिया, 10th का भी सीख लिया। Look at how interested he is looking in this whole scenario. Good stuff. ठीक है, अपन चालू कर रहे हैं आज पेज नंबर 113। एज यूजुअल मैं तुमको बोलेगा कि आज का एजेंडा कितना सिंपल है। आज का एजेंडा वाकई सिंपल है, बिकॉज आज एकदम छोटा सा लेक्चर है। 113 पे एक डायलॉग खत्म हुआ था, बड़ा सा शाइलॉक का डायलॉग, याद है तुमको? जिसका मॉरल बॉटम लाइन एक ही था, आई हेट एंटोनियो। दैट वाज द बॉटम लाइन। वहां से आज का डायलॉग स्टार्ट होगा। बसानियो, शाइलॉक, बसानियो, पेज घुमाने का। फिर तुमको दिख रहा है एंटोनियो का डायलॉग, उसके नीचे दिख रहा है बसानियो का डायलॉग। उस पॉइंट पे साइशा मेरे को डाउट पूछेगी फ्रॉम 113। वो बोलेगी सर 1 मिनट आई गॉट डिस्कनेक्टेड, कैन यू एक्सप्लेन दिस डायलॉग। फिर मैं उस मोमेंट पे 5 मिनट लेके तुमको पहले वाले पेज का डायलॉग समझाएगा। फिर हम वापस स्टार्ट करेंगे। फिर 114 के बाद आएगा नेक्स्ट पेज 115। 115 पे जो शाइलॉक का डायलॉग है, वो डायलॉग के बीच में लाइन नंबर 100 जो दिख रहा है, द पाउंड ऑफ फ्लैश वाला डायलॉग, उसमें मैं पार्थ पे चिल्लाएगा बिकॉज उसका वीडियो 2-2 मिनट पे ऑफ हो रहा होगा। फिर मैं 5 मिनट वहां पे टाइम वेस्ट करेगा, उसके बाद मैं वापस चालू करूंगा। फिर मैं लास्ट डायलॉग पे आएगा उसी पेज पे, ड्यूक का डायलॉग, ब्रिंग अस द लेटर्स कॉल द मैसेंजर्स, वहां तक आज का डायलॉग है सर, दैट्स इट, टू साइड्स, ठीक है। उसमें से अगर मैं पार्क पे नहीं चिल्लाता और साइशा डाउट नहीं पूछेगी तो ये पूरी चीज 20 मिनट में खत्म हो जाएगी। 20 मिनट का सीन है, उतनी देर तक कैन वी ऑल पे अटेंशन, नो डिस्ट्रैक्शंस एट ऑल, सबका फोकस स्टडीज पे पूरा 100%, सारे नोटिफिकेशंस डिसेबल्ड है। लेट्स स्टार्ट। शाइलॉक का बॉटम लाइन था आई हेट एंटोनियो, बसानियो बोलता है ये क्या बकवास है, दिस इज नॉट एन आंसर, thou unfeeling man, unlike unfeeling is inhuman, cruel, this is not an answer you cruel man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty, excuse the current of thy cruelty का मतलब है to use as an excuse for your cruelty, this is not a reason to use as an excuse for your cruelty. What reason? That you hate Antonio, that is not a reason to use as your excuse, okay, to show your cruelty. शायलॉक बोलता है ए बॉस तेको मेरा आंसर पसंद नहीं है तो घर जा, आई एम नॉट बाउंड टू प्लीज दी, प्लीज मतलब टू इम्प्रेस, दी मतलब यू, आई एम नॉट बाउंड टू इम्प्रेस यू विद माय आंसर, इफ यू डोंट लाइक माय आंसर सो बी इट। बसाने बोलता है डेस्परेटली सॉरी, बोलता है देख यार एक बात समझ, डू ऑल मैन किल थिंग्स दे डोंट लव, चल माना तेरे को एंटोनियो पसंद नहीं है, यू हेट एंटोनियो, but killing him is not the answer, right? I mean, if you hate someone, you're not going to kill that person. So do all men kill things they don't love? Shylock, a simple answer is yes, but because it's Shakespeare, वो simple में नहीं बोलता, वो dialogue बोलता है hates any man the thing he would not kill. It looks complicated, but it's a very simple line. Hates any man the thing he would not kill, it's a question, which simply means if I don't kill someone, that means I don't hate it, which means yes, I will kill everything I hate, and what I don't kill is something I don't hate. So if I hate something, I'll kill it, which makes Bassanio say that every offense is not hate at first. बेटा माना एंटोनियो ने गलती किया तो उसका मतलब ये थोड़ी है कि उसको एक मिनट में हेट करेगा। शायलॉक बोलता है would you have a serpent sting you twice? Will you allow a snake to bite you twice? एक बार एक स्नेक ने काट लिया, गलती हो गई, उसको मैं उधर ही मारूंगा, एक और बार थोड़ी उसको अलाउ करूंगा। कौन हुआ स्नेक यहाँ पे ये डायलॉग में?
Antonio.
Metaphor है वो, circle the word serpent, write down Antonio. What? Wouldst thou have a serpent sting thee? Sting thee मतलब bite you twice. Antonio's dialogue super important. अब तक वो चुपचाप बैठा था, सब कुछ ऑब्जर्व कर रहा था. We know right from the first dialogue of this act that Antonio is willing to die. He has given up. He is ready. He's accepted his defeat. Okay. This dialogue re-emphasizes that. Antonio says, I pray you, Bassanio. I pray you as I request you. I request you, Bassanio. Think you question with the Jew. Think before you argue with the Jew. Please reconsider before you argue with the Jew. ये देख पार्थ का कैमरा ऑफ हुआ. मेरे predictions awesome होता है, तुम लोग याद रखना ये सारी चीजें. मैं just बता रहा हूं कि chill. Okay. You may as well go. Okay, first I'm gonna give you the dialogue, then I'll read it line wise. पहले dialogue समझ लो. Antonio बोलता है कि boss, think before you argue with the Jew. You can instead go and stand at the beach and tell the Hittites to lower their height. Is that possible? Can you ask the Hittites to lower their height? Antonio बोलता है एक आध बार try कर. You may go and scold the wolf for making the sheep cry. Why did the sheep cry? Because the wolf ate the young one of the sheep. Can you do that? Can you scold a wolf? No. But he says, go try. You might be able to do it. You can go on the mountain tops and yell at the trees for making so much noise when they are beaten around by the winds. So when the trees are moving with the winds and they're making that noise, you can ask them to shut up. Is that possible? But you can try that. Antonio बोलता है, you can try one of these three impossible tasks. But what you can never do is soften Shylock's hard heart. That's impossible. So don't waste your time doing it. That's the dialogue. We're going to look at it point wise. याद रखना dialogue बहुत important है. Prelims में 4-5 बार पूछ चुके हैं. ठीक है? Mark करो. I pray you think before you question with the Jew. First point. You may as well go and stand upon the beach. Keywords. Beach को online कर. And bid. Bid is a keyword. Bid का मतलब होता है command. You can command the high tide, main flood. Keyword है main flood. To bait. Bait is a keyword. Bait is to reduce. To reduce his usual height. His matlab its usual height. Point number 1 khatam. Point number 2. You may as well use question. Use question का मतलब है scold. You may scold the wolf why he made the ewe bleat. For making the ewe, E-W-E-U, is a female sheep. You already come across this word earlier. In which act and scene have you come across the word use? Ewes and rams. If I am you, I'd start calculating. अभी तक कितने mention हो चुके हैं animals के? कौन सा scene हो सकता? प्रश्न उंगली से दिखाते हैं, माइक नहीं चल रहा. Correct. Act 1, Scene 3. Ewes and rams. Are you comparing your gold and silver to ewes and rams? Antonio Shylock को पूछता है. Ewe is a female sheep. So you can question the wolf why he made the female sheep bleat. Bleat मतलब cry. Cry for the lamb. Third point. You may as well forbid. Forbid मतलब prevent. Stop. The mountain pines मतलब the mountain trees. To wag. Wag मतलब to move their high tops and to make no noise. When they are threatened मतलब beaten around by gusts of heaven. Underline gusts of heaven. Breeze. Heavy breeze. You may as threaten around मतलब beaten around. You may as well do anything most hard मतलब impossible, as को online कर, like than, rather than, seeking मतलब trying, वो जो seek है उसका मतलब try, to soften के आगे के जितने words है cancel करना. That को cancel कर, than को cancel कर, which को cancel कर, what's को cancel कर, harder को cancel कर. फिर तेरा लाइन easily मिल जाता है देखो. Read कर रहा हूं, ध्यान दे. You may as well do anything that's impossible rather than trying to soften his Jewish heart. That's the dialogue. Okay? It's not over yet, but I want you to read until here and ask me doubts, please. यहाँ तक जल्दी से पढ़ लो.
Sir, what do you mean by you may as well forbid the mountain pines? उसके आगे वाला sentence.
Forbid मतलब stop. Mountain pines मतलब mountain trees. To wag, to move their high tops मतलब their branches. When they are threatened मतलब when they are beaten around by winds, strong winds. I started this dialogue telling you it's important because your presence में आ चुका है. I wasn't lying. And बच्चे got confused because the question was, what does Antonio request Bassanio to do? फिर नीचे वाला एक और question था, what does Antonio then ask Bassanio to do? People were confused. They thought that's ये तो repetition है, but वो repetition नहीं है. वो next dialogue है जो hardly 2 line का है, but it's actually 3 points. ध्यान से देखोगे तो. Look at the dialogue. I do beseech you. Mark कर beseech को, circle mark, like 3 marks. Make no more offers. Point number 1. Point number 2. Use no further means मतलब methods. Point number 3. But with all brief and plain conveniency. All brief and plain conveniency. 5 words. उसके लिए लिख quickly give me my judgment. Judgment मतलब punishment. And give the Jew his will. Shylock को उसका will दे और मेरे को मेरा punishment दे और बात खत्म कर. So now we have 2 crisp answers from one dialogue. What does he request Bassanio to do? First 3 points. What does he then request Bassanio to do? Next 3 points. Easy. Bassanio obviously is not going to give up. So Bassanio offers money to Shylock. He says, yeah, Shylock, for your 3,000 ducats, here's 6,000 ducats. Here's 6,000. Shylock tells him that if every ducat in your 6,000 ducats was cut in 6 parts and every part equals to a ducat, technically not possible. If I give you a piece of cake, I cut it in 6 parts, 1 part is not equal to a cake. But he's saying, imagine kar. It's a fictional theory. But if every ducat is cut in 6 parts and if every part equals to a ducat, simply put 6 into 6,000 ducats is 36,000 ducats. Even if you give me 36,000 ducats, I would not draw them. Draw is accept them. I would not draw them. I would have my bond. मेरे को मेरा bond चाहिए. मेरे को पैसा नहीं चाहिए. Duke again tries to intervene. The Duke says, Shylock, how do you expect mercy from people if you render none? Render matlab show. If you don't ever show mercy, in future, if you ever need mercy yourself, how do you expect to get it? Shylock says, mercy? Me? If I do something wrong, तब ना मेरे को mercy चाहिए. मैंने लाइफ में गलत किया ही नहीं है, मेरे को mercy क्यों चाहिए? वो बोलता है, what judgment shall I dread? Underline the word judgment. Judgment is punishment. What punishment shall I dread? Shall I fear? Dread मतलब fear. What punishment should I fear, having done no wrong? मैंने कुछ गलत किया ही नहीं है लोगों साथ. You have amongst you, underline you मतलब other people in the court, Christians. The word you over here is Christians. You have among you many a purchased slave. Many a purchased slave मतलब you guys have purchased many slaves. उस जमाने में slavery बहुत common चीज थी. So you all have so many slaves that you have purchased, which like your asses and your dogs and mules, you use in abject and in slavish paths. So you have so many slaves whom you use like your donkeys and like your mules. Mules are a mixed breed of donkeys and horses, and dogs in slavish. Slavish matlab in demeaning, degrading, abject, degrading, in lowly ways, in inhuman ways. तुम लोगों slaves को ऐसे एकदम कचरे की तरह treat करते हो. Alright? क्यों? Because you have bought them. तुमने उनको खरीदा हुआ है. Should I ever come and tell you, KR, why are they sweating so much? Shall I say to you, let them be free? Point number 1. Shall I say to you, marry them to your heirs? Heirs matlab successors. Point number 2. Shall I say to you, why are they sweating under burdens? Let their beds be made as soft as yours. Point number 3. Shall I say to you, let their palates, underline the word palates, taste buds. Their taste buds be seasoned. Seasoned matlab flavored. With such viands. Viands matlab delicious food. It simply means, shall I ask you to serve them the same delicious food that you eat? You will answer to me that the slave are ours. I have bought them. We have bought them. And this is my answer to you. The pound of flesh is mine. I have bought it. I have purchased this pound of flesh. कितने में खरीदा मैंने? 3,000 ducats में. Expensive है बेटा. 1 pound of flesh इतना भारी price मैंने pay किया है. मेरे को जो करना है मैं करूँगा. That's the next line. He says this 3,000 ducats is dearly bought. Dearly. Underline the word dearly. Very expensive. It is very expensive and I have purchased it. Tis mine. Tis matlab it is. It is mine and I will have it. If you deny me, if you refuse me, fee upon your law. Shame on your law. औकात नहीं है. किसी की औकात नहीं है वेनिस के कोर्ट में कि मेरे को रोक सके. इंग्लिश में बोलता है. बोलता है there is no force authority in the decrees of Venice, in the laws of Venice. In a way उसने किसको हुल पट्टी दिया? किसको अभी उसने इंसल्ट किया? Shaishav? Duke को. He insulted the Duke indirectly by saying that nobody has the aukat to stop me. All right. So he says there's no force in the laws of Venice. I stand for judgment. Answer, shall I have it? So Duke बोलता ओ मुन्ना बैठ जा बेटा. कोर्ट मेरी, महफिल मेरा, मेरे को जब शटर लगाना मैं लगा देगा. समझा ना? I can dismiss this case whenever I want to. Challenge मत कर. But Bellario, a learned doctor whom I sent for, underline the word sent for. Very, very crucial. This phrase sent for, very important. To determine this, to solve this case, underline the word determine. अरे मोक्ष छावा लग रहा है तू ध्यान देना टेक्स्ट बुक में बेटा. Determine मतलब solve. This मतलब this case. Come here today. Now let's just understand what I just read. Okay. Duke बोलता है upon my power मतलब using my authority, I can dismiss this court. So don't challenge my authority. Using my authority, I can choose to dismiss this case, but I'm not doing it because I have sent for, I have called a lawyer, Bellario, to determine this case, to solve this case, to help Antonio with the case, who's waiting outside right now. Now, this is what happens only and only in Shakespeare's plays. Okay, there's always this one weird incident that happens. Over here also, this is a weird thing. Bellario, as we know, in Act 3, Scene 4, is Portia's cousin. Portia ने Balthazar को भेजा था Bellario के पास डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह लेने के लिए. Bellario coincidentally इस छोटी सी दुनिया में वो इंसान है जिसको ड्यूक ने भी बोला है मदद के लिए. So the same person is not only Portia's cousin, but the same person is also the Duke's best friend, and the Duke has sought his help. ना इतना बड़ा कोइंसिडेंस पॉसिबल नहीं है, बट शेक्सपियर की दुनिया में पॉसिबल है. सो बेलारियो खुद नहीं आया, तो उसने किसको भेजा? पोर्शिया को भेजा. ओके, सो ही द ड्यूक इज अंडर द इंप्रेशन दैट बेलारियो आएगा, बट बेलारियो के बदले पोर्शिया आती है. The Duke says, unless Bellario, a learned doctor, whenever I say the word doctor in Merchant of Venice, it's a lawyer. So if I want to actually say the word doctor, I will call him a surgeon. Surgeon is doctor and doctor is lawyer in Merchant of Venice. Okay? Whom I sent for matlab who I called to determine, matlab to solve this matlab this case. Come here today. Celerio आके बोलता है, sir, here stays outside a messenger with letters from the doctor. Sir, बाहर एक messenger खड़ा है, letter लेके आया डॉक्टर का, who's new come from Padua, who's just come from Padua. हाँ, लेके आ उसको, लेटर भी लेके आ, मैसेंजर को भी लेके आ. I swear I was not joking. That's it. आज का एजेंडा सिर्फ इतना ही है, छोटा छोटा पार्ट्स करने का, ठीक से करने का, याद रखने का.